Hi everyone, my name is Carla van Walsum and today I am with two beautiful guests, Donna from Colombia at this moment in time and Ana Laura Svartz from Argentina, who has an amazing modality that we are going to talk in depth about, and I can't wait to hear more about it. So welcome, you ladies. Donna has experienced the modality and Anna is going to explain and we can have a great conversation about that. So Anna, please tell me, what is the therapy you're doing? How do you help people?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me in your podcast. And second of all, I want to apologize about my English because I know that it's not perfect and I made many mistakes.
You're
So,
fine. You're great.
yes. Um, yes, the therapy that I offer is between talk therapy and body work, somatic work. So we go through several proposals, like more physical, more corporal, more like going through different techniques, more somatic, so we can charge on this charge, release the tension that we have been storing in our body because our personal story, our personal relationship story with our family, with different people that we have been having different relationships in our lives. So that make us store tension in our body. Why tension? Because the muscle tone is the vehicle, no, it's like the car of the emotions and every single motion that we feel, even if we are aware of that, even if we are not, it's gonna be there. Most of all, if we think about like when we don't express that emotion, that store in our body and that shape our body in specific postures. So body, organism, and posture is not the same concepts. So that's why I offer a therapy that we have to talk, we have to use our words because it's part of our language, of course. And also we have to work with our body in order to get to know ourselves, to keep in touch with our sensation, feels, emotions, and to try to create a connection, a bridge between our personal story and the sensation and the tension that we store in our body. That's why we go through several proposals to discharge, breathe deeply, be more grounded. It's like this is a really big picture, no? That I'm giving to you right now. That's why I call this like somatic therapy or grounding therapy. And I always try to be sure that it's not too far like a traditional therapy because we have to talk at some point because we belong to the words. We have our discourses, speech, our information stored in our body. So we have to like, okay, what am I feeling? What is the sensation? Okay, which word represents better the sensation that I'm having?
Interrupt you for a second. You speak about somatic therapy and the emotions that are stored in the body, and that's what you work on, like bioenergetica a little bit?
Sí, sí, sí. We try to keep in touch with our breathing. Sometimes we don't
The
breathe.
breathing, yeah, the breathing.
See, sometimes we don't breathe. Sometimes we have like a shallow and
Yeah.
short breathing, and that it's one of the reasons that we don't have any contact with what's going on with our body posture, what's going on with our emotional story. It's like a shortcut that we have to run away from ourselves. So the first thing that I would say to my patient is, okay, stand up, bend your knees, try to feel the heaviness of your body above the sole of your feet, and try to breathe. And that is the first thing when they start breathing, sometimes, many times, I could say, they start like a feeling, not just sensations, no, like emotions, a lot of emotion, because, okay, okay, I'm in standing position, I'm feeling the sole of my feet, I'm starting breathing, and they start like having sensation, and they start like having emotion. Oh, I'm really sad, and I don't know why. So that's okay. We are starting something here. So that's why we have to work with the body, but at the same time we need the words. It's not just okay, we are gonna scream or we are gonna slam or we are gonna breathe and now go to your house and think about that. No, 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 no. I like always to be clear, no? Like we have to create our own boundaries. Like we have to be here to create our reach, to make contact with what's going on with our body, because this contact give me the information. Okay, I'm having a lot of stress in my body and I didn't even know about this.
Yeah.
And maybe when I start talking and I have feedback with a therapist, I realize that, oh, this stress belongs to, maybe it's not something present. Sometimes it's like it's related with something that happened in the past. But the thing, that's the thing, the first shortcut that we have is we stop breathing. We stop like having any contact with, for example, our lower body. That's why bioenergetica is so important in the therapy that I
Yeah.
offer. It's like what are you feeling when you start breathing? What are you feeling when you start like being in standing position, bending your knees, feeling the sole of your feet? Because I think that we, as a normal people, we don't usually do. We just like keep this tension in the face, like it's totally fine. We like introduce ourselves all the time around our daily routine, and suddenly you are like in your therapy session, say, okay, release your face, start breathing. Open the space between your molars. Try to feel the heaviness of your body instead of holding this, no? Because what are doing the tension? The tension are holding emotion, attitudes that society requests from us. And when you're in your private session, say, okay, what's behind that? Oh, there's a lot of tension. It's not just because of the society. It's also because our small society, our families, our relationships. So what's is behind that tension that is holding attitudes, emotion that build affection in a relationship.
Yeah,
So I
wonderful.
was clear. Sorry.
No, 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 not sorry. It's wonderful. Donna, could you share a little bit with us, because you explained the work, how was it for you? You don't have to go into deep details if you don't like, of course, but is there something that you could share how you experienced it and how it helped you?
Absolutely. I've been working with Anna for maybe 9 months now, I think, both in person, and I'm a digital nomad, so I travel to different countries, and she does online sessions as well. But I would totally underscore, I think a lot of us have done quite a bit of traditional talk therapy, and we hear about these other therapies. We've read, the books, The Body Keeps the Score. We know these things might be trapped inside of us, but for me at least, it never made sense and it didn't work that then you could just talk these things out.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. Yeah.
so what's really fascinating about her work, and it's really a combination of, physical movement, gentle physical movement, breath work sometimes guided meditation. She has an amazing array of tools at her disposal, and you never quite know what you're going to get in each session. But for me, at least, I noticed such a huge change when I was conscious of some of the little traumas or some of the things I was dealing with, a lot of resentment over certain issues at this point in my life. And, in a very short amount of time, she was able to work with my body, with my breath. And a lot of times we'll do movement and be talking at the same time. And I was just amazed how much more effective that was than on a couch and talking and talking and talking for 50 minutes and really getting the energy moving, my body
Yeah.
moving it. So that's been my experience so far.
That's fantastic. So Anna, I am so curious now, what kind of techniques do you use? Because I know you have an array and we hear that from Donna. What are the techniques you use and for what cases too? What makes you decide what you will choose to use?
Well, every single person is a Pandora box, as we know. So it's not like a linear, no, I'm gonna use this technique or that technique. I have like many techniques, and also I have like my own intuition,
Yeah.
okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And sometimes it's not even a technique, something is about our muscle tone and
Did you say Alexander Lowy? Is that what you said? Alexander Lowen, did you say that?
No, Alexander technique. Alexander Lowen is a
Oh.
part of bioenergetica. So
Yeah.
of course, yes, I use all the exercise that bioenergetica has. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Many, like a grounding position, make an arch to charge and discharge, many exercise to discharge the tension. We use the voice a lot, like as sounding and screaming as well. But all the time is okay. The exercise start and end. It's not okay, we are gonna scream forever. No, no, no. To me, it's really important to set, no? It's gonna do this, we are gonna like slam, no? The mattress, many times we're gonna scream, or we're gonna do kicks in the mattress, we're gonna scream, and when I say stop, stop. See, and then if they need, I look them in the eye, so stop, or I hold a hand, like the contact. I think I find the contact really powerful, no? Really powerful. I do also mobilizations, passive mobilizations, so they can be more aware about their muscle tone, and they can like have another work in their nervous system, because it's not so easy to be moved by someone else that is not you, to like lose the control. What happens when someone like start moving your forearm or your shoulder, like say, oh yeah, everybody loves that. Not everybody. Sometimes if I touch here when the patient is laying down, maybe it's too much just doing this, just touching the shoulder, because this is too close. And it depends also where they are from, no? If they belong to the cultures that they don't usually use the touch as much as South America cultures does, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is a lot. Or maybe because in their families they didn't like has that as a common thing. This touches a lot and it's really close to the chest. So going back to the techniques, see the touch, different touch, and mobilization. Sometimes is faster, sometimes is softer, trying to move the soul in their bodies and trying to get some relaxation. Because another thing that is really important, and this belongs more to my other career that calls psychomotricity, that I know that in many countries it doesn't exist, but exists as a perspective in a therapeutic world, no? Is the relaxation. What happens when we get some relaxation, when that muscle tone that hold our posture, that are our attitudes in facing the world, is in resting mode. Maybe some emotion comes up, maybe because we have to keep working, nothing happened, or maybe it's that pleasure. Yeah, I feel pleasure, but I feel like I shouldn't be doing this, because there's a lot of overthinking there. So everything that happened during the relaxation is a beautiful material to work with the patient. Going back to the techniques, because I'm sharing all the time about that. That movement relaxation. And as I said, Alexander technique, Feldenkrais.
That is an interesting man. I have a book of his. I have steeped myself in that. You don't hear that much. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. And it's another way to be more aware, like, okay, I can move my arm in a way that I don't have to hold a lot of tension and hold like this tension, or maybe like do this tension with my face.
Yeah.
Well, okay, can I just move my arm without squeezing my face? Like, it's more important what's going on in the other part of my body than this member of my body that I'm moving, no? And that's gives us more information about, okay, the way that I'm moving, the way I'm managing my tension is also the way that I'm managing my emotions, the way that I'm managing my own way to be in relationships, no? Like, if I get mad, is everything like terrible? Or, okay, no, I get mad because of this, but everything is not this. There are more things going on here. So I can keep going with the flow of this moment. So that's why it's so interesting, like, work with the words and work with the movement and the body posture as well. Sometimes I call this like a body posture awareness through movement.
Body awareness through movement. Yeah. Great.
See,
Great.
That's why, like, when Donna was saying, like, sometimes we do visualizations and meditation. Yes, it's another tool that I use a lot. Like, okay, after some breath work, another technique, and after some meditation to focus on, okay, space inside, or the heaviness of the body, like, try to focus more, and to bring back our attention to our body. Okay, go through some visualization that allow us to go in a trip in our unconscious at some point. And after that, like, I talk, okay, what happened there?
Yeah.
Exactamente.
Have you experienced that, Donna? Have you done that?
Yes, and I had a couple other comments or thoughts that came to mind as she was speaking that I'd like to share too. When I first started with this, one of the first things that she noticed was just my posture in general. I tend to lock my knees. I'm kind of overextended in my joints a lot of times. And I was experiencing hip pain and lower back pain and kind of cracking when I walked sometimes. And so after just a few months, completely transformed how I hold myself, how I walk,
how wow,
balance is. And then that kind of starts to snowball and you realize, how much less stress there is in your body. And that goes into processing emotions as well. And then my other comment, this is something that she touched on, that although I was an athlete in my youth, more gymnastics and cheerleading and that sort of thing, I had always had this impression in mind of people who go to the gym and are obsessed with their bodies, and it's all this, lifting weights and running and things that you hate to do or that are very, very aggressive and rough on your body. But this has been so amazing to me because, again, like 9 months later, I am super toned. I'm feeling like my body is so in shape and looking
wow,
good. Side effect. And it's never been rough and aggressive exercise. It's relaxing, beautiful. She does some kind of yoga and Pilates type poses. You can speak to that better than I can. But it's just been it wasn't originally what I started this type of therapy for, but it all snowballs and kind of rolls into one. And that's been just a beautiful side effect.
That's fantastic. Thank you. So Anna, your clients that come, what kind of complaints do they have? Is it that they're very stressed? Are they depressed, anxious? What kind of things do you work with?
Well, I say, like, I can say, like, if you are depressed, you have to come to me. No, if you are like going through that, it's for you. I think that if you are being just like going through what you are going through, and you you have this call that, okay, maybe there's something that I can work between my body and my speech, my words. Maybe this therapy is for you. I can say if you are going through, if you are having just depression, or if you can feel any pleasure during your sexual relation. It's not just one thing, because all the topics, or these like themes, or all these like structure come up during the sessions. No, we walk through the time and the sessions.
Yeah.
It's one thing, no?
But you discover more and more, and when you undergo, you discover you go from here to there unexpectedly.
See, but also, yeah, I work with many people with depression and with neuro. It's really difficult to me to the pronunciation in English. Neurodivergencia, neurodivergence, no, something like that.
ADHD.
ADHD.
So say it in full. Attention deficit disorder or hyper disorder. Yeah.
See. ADHD, yes.
Yes, there you are.
And that's what, like, yeah, I've been working with many people in different situations, going through different situations in their life, or with diagnosis, as I mentioned, and people that they don't have like any diagnosis, and they will just feel this call, like I want to work with myself in a way that I can create this bridge between my emotions and body and mind, because it's all like a mess, and the body is like lost behind the thoughts, seems like. So
yeah.
I had another comment that when I first sought her out, it was for something completely different. I was having a lot of conflict with a particular family member, and we had done talk therapy together, and it made things worse, in fact. And so I just thought, I've heard of all this, these different techniques like EMDR and somatic and different things. And I thought, well, let's give this a chance at something different.
Yeah.
It might be next step in therapy, kind of, traditional talk therapy wasn't hacking it for us. So that's when I originally went into her, and then it converted into something completely different.
Let's see what it is. That's amazing. So, Anna, how did you get to this? Because I see your movements, how you explain, and I see some ballet in your body. You have ballet in American English. I see that in how you position your hands and arms. So how did you get to this work? Tell a little bit more about yourself, please.
I appreciate your question, because everything is like a path, no, that we have been like rated along the years. I always was like a fan about the body, and about most of all like to be in touch, no, with the ground, with my body. Like I remember when. Sorry, we are like in this conversation, so I'm gonna like take advantage of this to fly a little bit. I remember when I was like a teenager, and I say what I'm gonna do, like when I finish high school. I say I just wanna feel this, like I feel that I'm more alive. Yeah, I was saying like when you get to that point, like it to be, I finished high
18?
school, like I have to, more or less, a little bit younger than that, to say, I just wanna feel that I'm more here, no, more alive. So at that point of my life, I say, okay, seems like I just wanna dance. So I started studied like dances, different techniques. One of them is ballet, but I study jazz and contemporary dance and tango, but at some point of my life, after many years, I felt like it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
You know, like art is great. I love art. I love movement in those techniques, but there was a but, and there is a but. At some point, like, yeah, something is going on that is not just, yeah, it's a shape and the other shape and the other shape. Like, I start feeling like there's something beyond this, that every single technique is not having in mind, no? Like, what's going on with the relationship, like between the people, no? What's going on when people smile? It's just because they are following shapes? No, I think that there are like
Wow.
way more than that. So that's why I start like studying another things like how to sing, different workshops and courses, and then I found a beautiful word that calls at this beautiful career that calls psychomotricity. Say I start like reading that. What is this about? And yeah, that's seems like this career is about to. It's a therapy, but sorry,
How do you call that exactly? Because I didn't hear that well. How do you call that?
psychomotricity,
Psycho, can you say it
psicomotricidad,
slower? Can you say it slower?
psychomotricity is one word.
Psychometricity. Okay.
See, and that career began in France. See?
France.
See, France. Yeah, that. Yeah, began in France. And yeah, I think that there is existing in Canada, in many other countries. US, I think that they don't have that. But yeah, when I found that this career was about to create, to focus more in the body and the movement and the posture, and to heal in a way different symptoms in the people, but focus more in the body movement, posture, and then the word. I say, oh, it seems like I'm really interested in to study this. No, because I felt like a call. Yeah, it's not just art. I really felt that was something going on in my life. Like, yeah, I really want to go beyond it's not just the body, it's not just the shapes of the movements. We can use the movement and the body in different ways that can help us. So that's why I went to that university in Buenos Aires, Argentina, a public university that is one of the best. And then I found another career that's called terapia corporal en bioenergética. See, bioenergetic corporal therapy. And that gives me many, many other tools.
But now you're happy. You feel this is my life purpose. This is what I want to help people feel better, right?
I feel like this is my path. But in the other hand, I would say like the thing is, the path is something that I have to build my own, no? It's not because I went to that other university or because I went to the other university. The life is not in the college. It's the thing that we can, okay, I have this luggage of these tools. I have the other luggage with many other tools, and
you create a toolbox. You create
a
toolbox. Yeah.
I start like to create my own.
Your own thing. Fantastic.
That's the thing. It's not like be really like a slave, like, I have to do what they taught me in the university. No. The university was great and I'm really thankful for that. But it's not be like a part from that. We have to build that path. And going back to your question, yes, I feel like this is a really happy way to live my life. I'm sure that it's this way too. It's not to help people. I don't believe I'm helping people, no. I believe that I'm a guidance, no. I don't heal people. I think and I feel that they heal themselves. I'm a guidance. I'm there. I'm a witness. And that is the difference. The other day I was working with the patient. She was like dancing in front of me because that was a proposal, and she was saying something about like I dance like this in the nightclub and with my friends. Yeah, but the difference is it's not the same. Like that's like that with your friends in the nightclub than here in front of me. I'm your therapist,
Yeah.
and we are like going through different things, and that's make her like says another thing about the pleasure, about like I shouldn't be doing this, I shouldn't like be feeling this. So that is the interesting thing, no? It's not I'm helping people.
I
I'm
can
guiding.
so relate to that because I find it so interesting to listen to you because I was also first in the art. I was a classical flutist and I played Piazzolla in Argentina. So you can relate, you had the tango. I played that. He wrote beautiful flute music for flute and guitar. When I was in Buenos Aires, I did that in Teatro Colón. And but I wasn't fulfilled either. I chose music in order to, because it lifts people up. You know, if you and I are speaking about classical music, it lifts people up. Music has such a good impact. And I felt like, nah, it missed something. And I always wanted to study psychology. So that's what I did. And then I was done with that and I was not fulfilled either because I don't use the word healing, but I speak like you. I guide people. They can heal themselves, but they need to do the work. And that's the tools you give, right? So I also created a toolbox with different modality in addition. One of them is family constellation work, which I love. And I studied also a little bit about the bioenergetica and Feldenkrais and Alexander Lowe, etc. But I was not in the licensee of touching people. So I was like, let me stay out of that. Even kinesiology, I'm careful with. So that's it. But it's interesting that and I agree because when people say I'm a healer, I'm a bit like, everybody has the healing capacity, but they often don't know. It's just what you know, what you teach, and that's what you give. And yeah, I like very much how you describe that. Is there something else that you would like to share a little bit about that we haven't touched upon?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
a lot, of course. You wrote about the intensity of living. That intrigued me as a question about the intensity of living. Can you speak more about that?
Yeah. I know that are many things that maybe sounds weird in my speech because I read like a literal translation. It doesn't make sense in English. But when we arrive to the somatic therapy, to the session, okay, bend your knees and say, feel the heaviness of your body on the sole of your feet. Start breathing now. And the person start like feeling some vibration. That vibration, the meaning of that vibration is that the energy is starting to flow because the normal state is not flowing because we are not breathing, because we are locking the main joints that are the knees or the elbows or the hips. So with this proposal that is I propose just one stance, now one posture, just be standing position, bend your knees, start breathing. Oh, feel the sole of your feet. I feel vibration. Okay, and my second question would be like, how are you feeling with that? I feel like maybe afraid, or I feel fine. I'm okay with this. Or no, what is this about? Like I'm afraid. I'm about to die. No. It's just you are feeling your body, no? You are feeling this, that how many times have you ever done this? How many times have you like felt the sole of your feet? How many times you start breathing in this way? Okay, no, I never done this. Okay, so raise your arms, no? For example, make an arch and sound. And maybe that feel more the vibration and they start feeling like, oh, this is a lot, this is a lot. That a lot is, I call like the intensity of living. At some point, we start not breathing. We start to lock in ourselves. We start like maybe overfeeding or over exercising or over talking or over whatever you are thinking in a way to be hide of what are we feeling, in what is like are we having as our intensity, because this is not about just my past, about my childhood, about my mom and my dad. No, no. That vibration, those sensations, those feelings belongs to you. So at some point we are running away of that intensity. That means be here, being you. Oh no, because I feel an identification with this party or with this other thing or with that other thing. Okay, stop every flag. And what about you? What means to be you? So that's why sometimes we have to push away the words and try to be grounded as much as we can in this sensation, and then try to navigate what is this sensations about. And when I say intensity of living, means that yeah, I feel, this is a lot. This vibration is a lot. It's something I never heard, or I never felt the tone of my voice. I never felt like my ribcage in this vibration. I never felt this. Your own way to feel.
Yeah.
Is your intensity of living.
Yeah.
Can I make one comment?
Yes.
Again, because since I'm a fan of every different kind of therapy in the world, but this, we all have heard of sound therapy, or some of us may go to drum circles or Tibetan bowl or, sound healing type things. And this is another modality that she just throws right in there that I think is super effective. You're kind of she gets you into certain body shapes, and I would guess, you get the throat and the lungs. I don't know how you do it, but but she'll do this and then have you sound. And it really is kind of self-sound healing that goes on too. I really love that part of it too.
That's so wonderful. And I hear how you speak, Anna. You speak on your diaphragm. I can hear how your voice is in connection with that, right? And that makes your voice also very personal. Not personal is not the word. That's also maybe, I'll call it essential. A lot of people use the higher part of their voice or a higher part of breath, but I hear that you do your lower breath and with your diaphragm. That's what we use with the playing flute. You need to do that to have a certain sound. It's interesting how that works. We have so much in our bodies. We have so many tools. Yeah. Is there anything you would like to touch upon, Anna, that you would like to share, or are we done? How is this for you?
I don't know. Maybe, yeah, there are many other things that I want to add, but it doesn't come to my mind right now.
Let me go to your questions then. Your background you did, the profession, what inspired you did, and you have done. I think we have gone over everything. What would you say to someone who started this kind? Yeah, what kind of you actually you described everything, and yeah, wonderful.
See, no, I really wanted to say I didn't say yeah, you offer offline and online sessions. Now I'm in New York for a few more days, but I'm in Buenos Aires. Usually I'm in Buenos Aires and Argentina, but yeah, I usually work with people that are around the world. So I think that when I can work offline, yes, the touch, I can move, but when we work online, that kind of work has to change, of course, because I cannot touch through the screen yet. But yeah, I think that works, and that is amazing. Works a lot online also. So I didn't mention that. I know that Donna says that. No, I'm really thankful with you, with Donna, because Donna told you about me and we are here. So I really appreciate this moment and this opportunity, even though that I know that I'm a little bit feeling my own intensity.
Yeah, you're in New York, I'm in Miami, and Donna is in Medellin, in Colombia. Well, thank you so very much. Donna, is there something you would like to add still?
I would just like to thank you both, two of my favorite people, and you
Oh,
don't healers, but guides, whatever you want to say. And you've both been a real blessing in my life and made a positive change. And
that is so wonderful. And I feel the integrity with all this. And also from you, Anna, that you are modest. I know that you're good at what you do. You explain it nicely and you come with good intentions for the people. And you're not coming like presenting yourself as with all, yeah, you're really talking from the core. I hear that and I sense that how you do that. So I'm very grateful for people like you, and your message needs to get out there. So thank you very much for being here. And I will put the links underneath the description that you made about yourself underneath the when we publish it. So thanks so much, ladies. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm Incredible Wilson, founder of Heart-Based Solutions, where I help you with psychology, neuroscience, and holistic modalities transform your life, career, and relationships. If you're new here, make sure you click the subscribe button and hit the bell to get notified for new videos. Any link that I mentioned in this video, you can find in the description box below.